What is up, everyone out there in the world of YouTube? It is me, your buddy Nessa, better known as GreatLove91 on Twitter, and it has been a really long time since y'all have seen my face on this channel. Literally, I think this is only my second video on this channel, so if you guys don't know, I actually have a other YouTube channel where I post more frequently, and that channel is dedicated to professional wrestling, and that channel is called Squared Circle Addicts. It's all one word. That's where I am on most of the time. However, for today's topic, it's obviously not wrestling related, so I felt like I had to post it on this channel, and maybe sometime in the future I'll post more videos like this when it comes to like movies, TV, music. That is, if you guys are up for that sort of thing, so definitely let me know down in the comments below if that's something you want to see from me. But based on the title of this video, you know that I am here to talk about Season 3 of the Netflix original 13 Reasons Why, and yes, this will contain spoilers, so if you have not seen the entire season and you don't want it spoiled for you, this video is not for you. Please click out, because me personally, I hate spoilers. So I wouldn't want things to get spoiled for me, and I don't want them to get spoiled for you. So again, if you haven't watched it and you don't want it to be spoiled, bye, I'll see you guys later. But if you don't mind spoilers, then sit back and enjoy, because that is what I am about to give you. So, with 13 Reasons Why, it is probably one of the most controversial shows on Netflix, just because of the maturity of the content. For those of you who do not know, in the first season, Hannah Baker commits suicide after dealing with a lot of shit, to say the least. And then, of course, in season 2, there is the scene with Tyler Down, who gets sodomized. And then season 3, honestly, it didn't really have that much graphic scenes like the previous two, which was great, honestly, because those graphic scenes are the root of all of its controversy, so maybe that's why they stirred away from doing it this season, which I totally get, but I also get why in previous seasons they put those two said scenes in the episodes, because I feel like they didn't want to sugarcoat things, and they wanted to bring forth the harsh reality of these types of topics. That's the thing. Whether you hate this show or you love this show, it gets people to talk, it gets people to have conversation, and ultimately I think that's the goal of this show. So kudos to them. With all of that being said, this is by far my least favorite season of the three, and no, it's not because Catherine Langford isn't in it anymore. I mean, I miss her. We all do. Hannah Baker, she's a great character. I've said it before on my social medias that her death in the book and in the show has been one of the, like, fictional deaths that have stuck with me forever, and I think it's gonna be that way forever. So with that being said, I did not like season 3, and here is why. And I'm pretty sure that if you guys have seen it, you know why. Or maybe you are on the opposite side of me, because when I first saw the trailer about Bryce Walker being dead, I was like, fuck yeah! That asshole's dead! Like, let's celebrate! I know that sounds terrible, but really, that's how I felt. And so going into it, I didn't really know what to expect. I knew that it was going to be who killed Bryce Walker. You know, that was going to be the meat of the show. And I was okay with that. However, what I wasn't okay with was that a large part of the show spent a great deal of time trying to make us feel bad for Bryce Walker. Trying to make us feel bad for a guy who raped more than 8 women and had no sympathy or remorse towards it. Not only that, but he faced no repercussions at all. He didn't go to jail. I think all he got was like community service, and he was like suspended from school for a while. He got a slap on the fucking wrist, and I know that's how the judicial system works in real life. A lot of the times it fails. I get that, and I get that sometimes, the person that deserves justice doesn't get justice. I get that. I understand that. They wanted to give us that harsh reality. I get that 100%. But don't sit there and make us fall in love with Hannah Baker, have her die, essentially, see all these horrible things that Bryce put other people through, and then have us be like, but he's a good guy, and he's trying to change, and he feels bad, and something is wrong with him. Look, I get it. It's not always black and white, and I feel like this video is probably going to get me a lot of hate, and that's fine. I get it. Things like that aren't always black and white. And redemption is 100% possible. I really do feel that people can change, but there is a special place in hell reserved for rapists, okay? That's just how I feel about the situation, alright? And if they wanted Bryce Walker to be redeemed, if they wanted us to feel bad for Bryce Walker and the fact that he is no longer on Earth, if they wanted us to sympathize with him and his family, they should have used Season 3 as his redemption season, and then in Season 4 you kill him off, because then you feel bad, because then you're like, oh dude, he was trying to change, you know what I mean? And then you're like, he did change, and he still died. Then that would have been better, because then you would have had a reason to be like, man, that sucks, dude. Like, he did it. He changed. He turned a corner, and now he's gone. And I get that the narrative that they tried to paint was, now he can't change because someone took his life. Now he doesn't have the ability to change. Which I get too. I understand that narrative, but it made me so mad, because I'm like, how are we supposed to forgive this guy when you constantly keep reminding us of what he did? They flashed it back to the scene where he raped Jessica. They flashed it back to the scene where he raped Hannah. They flashed it back, or not flashed it back, but they showed a scene where Chloe was getting an abortion, and we know that that baby was a product of essentially rape, because she would talk about how he would be forceful with her too. So it's like, how are we supposed to redeem this character when you constantly keep reminding us of what an asshole he is? Literally, the only time that I felt bad for him, the only time, was when they showed that scene, that the flashback that his mom had when they had a paint fight. And I think the only reason why that hit me was because I lost my mother, and I was like, oh my god, that's cute. Like a boy bonding with his mom, that's adorable. And now her son's not here anymore. That was like the only time that I felt bad. But other than that, I didn't feel bad, you guys. I really didn't. I think one of the most important things, or one of the most important lines of the show, was when Mrs. Baker, because Kate Walsh returned for a couple of episodes, and I was super happy about that. I think one of the lines that stuck out with me the most, when she told him, like, she told Bryce, you know nothing about sorry. There are not enough sorries to begin what you caused. And I was like, thank you, fucking thank you. She seemed to be, like, with the exception of her and Zach, she seemed to be the only person that, like, was like, nah, fuck this, I ain't forgiving this motherfucker. And I was just like, yeah, dude, that's where I am. Like, no, we're not gonna forgive this guy. And you know what? I still don't forgive him. Maybe that makes me a bad guy, right? But I didn't care. I really didn't. I still didn't feel sorry for him. Not only that, but because of his family and them being bitter, Tony's entire family got sent away, got deported by ICE. And yet we're supposed to, like, magically be like, oh, the Walkers are great people. I get it. Bryce bought Tony's car to pay him money so that he could help his family, but it just wasn't enough for me. I didn't care. I really, really didn't care. I'm glad Bryce is dead. I still stand by that. I hated the guy when I read the book. I hated the guy when I watched the show. Like, legit, that scene, and you all know what scene I'm talking about, stuck with me. And then I'm supposed to just magically forgive this guy. No! No. N-O. Like, it's just, I don't get it. I really didn't get the, I mean, I do get it. I get the narrative of redemption is possible and you're not bad forever, but it just didn't work on me. It really didn't. And, you know, another thing that I found very annoying about this season, or it's not necessarily a thing more than it is a character, and that is the introduction of Ani, pretty much the main character of the show. Ani is a new character. She's a new student at Liberty High because her mom got hired as a maid to work for the Walkers. So she lives with the Walkers. So she develops a friendship, later turned romantic relationship with Bryce Walker. And then she lies about it the whole entire time, throughout the whole entire show when she's being interrogated. And I know what you guys might be thinking, but she saved everyone! Spoiler alert, Alex Sandow is the guy who killed Bryce Walker. So at the end, she pretty much saves Alex from getting arrested and saves Clay and saves everybody else because they pin it on Monty Montgomery, and we'll get to him in a second. But because I got in an argument with someone on Twitter, like, oh, the fact that she had bad taste in guys and the fact that she fucked the rapist is excused now because she saved everyone at Liberty High. No, the writers chose that arc for her, and honestly, she did not deserve that character arc. If anybody should have saved anybody from Liberty High, it should have been someone like Alex. It should have been someone like Tyler. It should have been someone like Zach, because they had all been through shit and they have all done their fair share of stupid shit. Even Justin. And then boom, I saved my friends. But Ani literally came in as Mrs. Know-It-All, and she pretended or acted like she knew everything that went on in Liberty High and that she had knew the whole story. And it was just annoying because it's like, you haven't been with the students of Liberty High. You haven't been with us viewers for the past 3 years to suddenly act like you know everything and you know these people and you know these kids. Like, it was just so annoying. And the fact that she had the audacity to say the line, if Clay would have killed Bryce, it would have been because of me. It's like, no, bitch. You sit here and you listen. If Clay did not kill for Hannah Baker, who he loved, he wasn't gonna kill for you. You're not that special, okay? Like, and I get it, at the end, they say that Clay and Ani are dating now, which is fucking awful. Bad decision on the writer's part, in my opinion. But she was just so annoying. I don't like her. It's nothing against the actress. In fact, I thought she was phenomenal in her part, and I am a sucker for British accents. But her character was so annoying because she also played this Miss Goody Goody Two-Shoe. I don't lie to my mother. I don't lie to anyone, but yet I'm over here lying to everybody and fucking a rapist. Because that's what she did, and I hated it. Now that that's out of the way, the story with Monty Montgomery. For those of you who do not remember who that dickwad is, that's the dude who sodomized, sexually assaulted Tyler Down in season 2. Okay? And suddenly we're supposed to feel bad for him too, because guess what? He has an abusive dad, and it is finally revealed that he is gay. So now we're supposed to feel bad for him, right? No, again, I get it, it's not all black and white, but I hate this narrative that they were trying to paint of, like, he's this way because he can't help it because they were this way to him. Like, nah, dude, he still sodomized the boy. And you see the trauma that Tyler went through. By the way, phenomenal scene between Tyler and Clay when Tyler confesses to Clay about what happened to him. Devin Drew deserves an Academy Award for that scene alone. In fact, that was literally the only 2 things that I liked about this season were Tyler's story and Jessica's story, because Tyler's story was, he showed that redemption is possible. See, and that's another thing. If we were going to have Tyler's storyline of showing that redemption is possible, a dude who almost shot up the entire school got redemption and changed. If he was already doing that, why did we need the whole redemption is possible storyline with Bryce? Also, another storyline that I really enjoyed was the character development of Jessica Davis and the fact that she reclaimed her body and reclaimed her life after being sexually assaulted by Bryce Walker. Those were literally the only two things I liked about this season. Other than that, I just thought it was awful. I didn't care for it. I didn't like the narrative that they were trying to tell. I understand the narrative, but I didn't like it. And now, in season 4, I think it's pointless because here we are, they found the cops, or not the cops, but someone that was fishing found the guns that Tony and Clay got rid of in season 2. But it's like, okay, so what's the point? I mean, Tyler Down already not confessed, but Ani pretty much told the cops that Spring Fling wasn't a false alarm, so they know what happened. But at the same time, if Tyler goes in and tells them, hey, I almost shut up the school because Monty Montgomery raped me, which, by the way, he told the cops about the rape, and Monty Montgomery gets arrested and ends up dying in prison because he gets beat up or whatever. And there's this whole scene where Ani's in the interrogation room towards the end of the show where she tells Deputy Sandow, let the dead bury the dead. Like, Monty's already dead, but then you have Monty's lover boy, Winston, who's like, Monty was still a human being, like, don't pin this on him. It's like, yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, the dude's already dead, and even if he didn't get pinned for the murder of Bryce Walker, he still would have got pinned for the sexual assault of Tyler Down. Therefore, he still would have been in jail. Therefore, he still probably would have died anyway. So I don't know. I don't get the point of a season 4. I think it should have ended here. But that's just me. And yeah, I really don't know what else to say about this other than the fact that I didn't really like this season all that much. In fact, it made me fume a lot of times. I got to episode 8 and almost considered stopping, especially after I found out that Ani and Bryce were hooking up. I was just like, this is bullshit. I don't want to watch this anymore. But I'm not a quitter, and I was like, I'm halfway through the damn show already. Might as well just finish the whole entire thing. Season 4, I'm still going to watch it because, again, I'm not a quitter. I saw the first 3 seasons. Why not finish it out? Season 4 is going to be the final one. But with that being said, kudos to casting, all of them. They're all amazing. Tyler Down, Alicia Bowe, Dylan Minnette. Like, they're all incredible. They're so good. They're so fantastic. And did I say Tyler Down right now? I meant to say Devin Drew. That's who plays Tyler Down. Justin Prentice, who plays Bryce Walker, even though he's my least favorite character. His acting was phenomenal this season. The cast is incredible. The directors are incredible. However, the writers this time, I don't side with you. And maybe that's just me, but it is what it is. What about you guys? Let me know what you guys think about Season 3 of 13 Reasons Why. Are you on my side? Do you think I should be a little bit nicer to Bryce Walker? Let me know. Let's discuss this thing. And again, if you guys want to see more things like this from me, please let me know, because I've been thinking about doing it for a while, because I've been focusing on my wrestling YouTube channel, but I would also love to do another channel where I discuss things like this, because I love music, I love TV, it's great. So let me know if that would be your thing, and yeah, if you want to follow me on social media, feel free to do so, at GreatLove91 on Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.